Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. Here's your Chicago Business Today midday report. Cubs tickets will cost a little less next season, especially if you're a season ticket holder. Season ticket holders on average will save between $1 to $2 per game, depending on their plan. Season tickets for bleacher seats will drop by about 14% per game. Individual game prices cut by about 10%. The Cubs charge the third highest for tickets in the majors this year, behind only the Yankees and the Red Sox. In general, ticket prices, though, will stay relatively flat, according to Crain's Ed Sherman. Even with a losing record, the Cubs sold more than 3 million seats for the 8th straight year. Well, Groupon stock is down in its second day of trading. The Daily Deal company went public on Friday, in case you haven't heard, raising $700 million for the company and ending Friday with a market value of almost $17 billion. Now that the IPO is out of the way, Groupon will have to start working on a secondary stock offering. The company sold only 6% of its shares to the public, and that's not enough to allow the big mutual funds to buy in, or the venture capital firms that back the company to cash out.
The big institutional investors who were in on the roadshow for the last couple of weeks are going to spend the next 6 months looking at the company, figuring out their business model, deciding whether they like it, and that's probably when you'll start seeing them buy in.
A secondary offering requires a rising stock price, so Groupon must prove to the market now that it has the ability to keep growing and turn a profit. Well, CME Group and Intercontinental Exchange are trying to stem the fallout from the MF Global bankruptcy. The exchanges are lowering margin requirements on some accounts and ask brokers who've taken over MF Global's customer accounts not to give out any of the money, at least until the close of business tomorrow. Traders had worried that a rush to cover margin requirements on MF Global accounts transferred to other brokers could lead to more volatility. There have been conflicting reports about the whereabouts of $633 million of missing customer money, whose disappearance derailed MF Global's effort this week to quickly sell a variety of assets. CME is planning to complete a calculation by tomorrow afternoon. And finally, a trial begins today in a case involving an ex-Motorola employee. Han Wanjin is accused of stealing mobile telecom technology to benefit China's military and also for a Beijing business. She was stopped by customs agents at O'Hare Airport in 2007 while allegedly carrying company documents and a one-way ticket. If convicted on any of the Chinese military-related charges, she faces up to 15 years in prison, according to Bloomberg News. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on these stories, be sure to stick with chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.